find our T80s and all sorts of stuff on there. Oh yeah! Full. Yes, I did catch it. Hey everybody, I'm back again. Remember last week with the M92F video when I said some of these cheaper websites can work out to be good if you know what you're looking for or if you're very lucky? Well, I got something to show you. I've been a naughty boy, but some of you probably recognise what this is straight away. Now this was bought from, again, one of those sites with BB in the name, as a breaker's yard. Gone. Actually, it's quite funny. It was bought from one of those sites with BB in the name and sent back, and then I bought it from their sister company because obviously they share Gump. Anyway, let's get into this. What I have bought for basically a third of the price is an Armament R85A1, which most of you know is an L85A1. Now, this is kind of an unboxing, but I've already sort of unboxed it and had a cursory glance over it and had a bit of a play. But what comes in the box? Glossy manual in English and probably Chinese, bearing in mind it's made in Taiwan, so I'm guessing it's one of those dialects anyway. But anyway, comes in that. It's got all your bits and bobs that tells you, don't point at people. Disassembly or modifying the gun may adversely affect performance and make it dangerous. Oops. Anywho, tells you exactly how to take the handguard and change fuses and all that sort of gump. Anyway, that one of the things that came in the box. Obviously, another thing that came in the box is my slip to say what I paid for it and whatnot. Yeah, don't need to see that. The third thing that came in the box, I'm going to hide the company name, actually helped me out drastically. This was sent back to one of these sites on the 25th of January. When did he buy it? Doesn't actually say what date he bought it. But it was sent back on 25th. Oh yes, it was. It was 18th of January it was purchased. So it's in new gone. And sent back on the 25th. Now, I was going to have to rip this all to pieces and find out what was wrong with it. But the young fella that bought it and sent it back has advised the blowback was broken, which most folks disengage anyway, and it stopped firing. Yeah. There's some bits and bobs in the box. Right, there we go. Quite a nice magazine that comes with it. Yeah. Quite a nice colour one. Full metal. High cap. It's got the winder on the bottom and on the side. If it came with a key, Lado didn't put it back in the box, but it's not the end of the world. So, that's cool. Got little bits and bobs here. I've taken some of these out. You'll probably recognise those. That's what holds the hand guard together on the front. Stick them over there out of the way. And a little bag with some bits in it. There's the blowback block, which I've taken out. Like I say, I had a cursory glance, I took it out. Cursory glance just tells me that all that's happened is there's a little, there is a little peg that sits just in there, and it's like a hook. Comes down there and there's a spring between them. And all it looks like is that's popped out, and that's why he sent it back. The second thing is, I worked out why it wouldn't fire. The fuse had blown. I have somewhere, I have just one or two. So I've replaced the fuse already, and now it does fire, which you will see in a moment. Let me get rid of that. Actually, they can stay in there because I don't need them. The other bit is the body pin, like I say, because I've not put that back in because I've had it in bits. What else comes in the box? Sling that out of the way. Some nice poison, which I'm keeping in there because I'm storing it. I'm going to move that to one side. You'll find out why in a minute, but that was actually attached to the gun earlier. And of course, the most important thing ever, the cleaning rod, which I'm just going to chuck back in there. Right, now the important bit. Unfortunately, and this is where I'm jealous of Ramsey, purple helmet, mine came bright blue. Now I happen to know, I was trying to gloat because normally he beats me to them, but he managed to get the proper OD green version. Git. Anywho, let me pop that down there a minute and get rid of this box out of the way. Now I do already have plans of what I'm going to do with this now I've got it, and that made my, well, another issue made my mind up of what I'm going to do with it, but we shall cross that bridge when we get to it. Right, anywho, this is, I do believe they re-released them in 2016, but it's an Army Armament L85A1 with obviously the carry handle and the front sight post. It's all metal and with some plastics. The plastics are the hand grip there, which I've got a spare OD green one anyway, so I can swip that out. The hand guard, which I'm just going to flick off anyway, which, as you can see, and oh, there's a couple of bits actually. That there cheek rest, the dust cover for the bolt, and the bolt release mech, which does mostly work, but because I've not got the body pin in it, it ain't going to stay. There we go. Because I've not got the body. I can't even speak English. The body pin, but yes, which works. So they're all plastic. Everything else that you see is metal, which is kill. It's got a removable flash hider, which is a heck of a fluff came off. Heck of a long thread on it, but you can release it if you've got about an hour spare. And as you can see, the barrel comes out past the threaded section up to that little ring around the centre there. Now it is, I think it's 14mm threaded, so you can, if you really want to, stick a tracer or a suppressor on the end of it. Possibly need an adapter, but I'm not entirely sure. This one comes with a fake gas system, which is all here. It's just on a spring, and you can remove it. Might help me camera point at it, and you can remove it just by doing that, which I'm not going to do because I'm going to keep it there. Yeah, as you can see, or may be able to see, I've already had a cursory play with this and switched it to Dean's straight away. Now we'll be mucking about with the motor and the spring and some of the bearings and the shimming and stuff like that, but like I say, the only thing wrong with it was that blowback bolt, and in fact I'm going to, no, I'm not going to put that back in, and the fuse. So now it fires, and basically that means I've got a second Army Armament L85 for a third of the price. Which actually reminds me, this is why I've got some work to do on the new one, because my baby, this beauty, my original 2007 model L85, he gone done broke it. You may remember me saying that my mate Mr. Walker upgraded the wiring for me, stuck a new MOSFET in it and wired it to Dean's for me, which is all fine and dandy, not had a problem with it. Well, I bought a 11.1 LiPo battery for it the other day. Bearing in mind the MOSFET in it apparently is safe to 14 volts. Put the 11.1 on it, and well, it cooked the MOSFET and the battery. So this at the moment doesn't fire. So what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to take the Mad Bull in a barrel out of this, because I've put a Mad Bull barrel in it, because why not? I'm going to take the piston and gear set out of this one and stick it in the new one. I'm going to take the Susat off this and stick it in that, and then for now I'm just going to chuck all the nice OD green plastics off of this and plop them straight onto the new one. And then this one, I'm going to be doing some things with it. It ain't going to be the same animal anymore by the time I'm done with it. But that will be a different video. Yeah, right. Let me flip this open. Watch, this is where I chuck it across the room again. It's a little bit tight. That was one of the other issues that the Lado apparently had. There was a bit of fitment issues. All it was it was sitting a little bit tight down on this metalwork here, so it was actually pushing down with the blowback bolt in place and causing it to be rather sluggish, which I will sort out. The other problem it has is that I can't get that out. The other problem it has is the block that helps to locate the hop unit is stuck in the gum, is partially broken as well. There we go. It's snapped off the top of there. There's supposed to be, put it back in the box, but there's supposed to be a couple of tabs that sit there and there, which just holds the hop unit in place, but that's not going to be a problem because all I'll do is switch out the one out of my 2007 model for now, until I've repaired my 2007 model. But all in all, for what I paid for it, like I say, if you have a look on some of the other sites, I mean, my favourite site in the whole world sells it as well. They're normally around about 150 to 160 pounds, and I got it for about a third of the price. So that says how little I paid for it. Yeah, so there's going to be a couple of videos, 2 maybe 3 videos in this series on the 2016, I think it is, Armament L85, with what I'm going to do with it and muck about with it. But yeah, trying to think now. Oh yeah, so yeah, by the way, if anybody's got a spare MOSFET laying around that they don't need, you can send it me. But yeah, if you like what you see, drop a like, subscribe, hit the bell button. Check me out on Instagram as well. I am on Instagram as @ThinBrownLine, and we've got a YouTube page. Funnily enough, that's here. And we've got a Facebook group as well, again under the same name. Check us out for upcoming events, upcoming builds, crazy things that I've done. Yeah, but for now, thanks for watching.